Hey guys, welcome to another video. If you guys are fans of music, if you guys enjoy, all types of music like myself, if you guys enjoy watching music reviews, please subscribe to my channel and also tap on the notification bell to get notified each time I post a new video. And also comment, let me know what you guys think about this song. And in this video, I wanted to review the song I Drink Wine by Adele from her album 30. And I love how she says, how can one become so bounded by choices that somebody else makes? How come we've both become a version of a person we don't even like? And, that first part of the song, what that part said to me was you had two people in a relationship and they both changed to try to please the other person. But what ended up happening was they both ended up changing and becoming two different people that they both didn't even recognize anymore. So I think oftentimes you hear about one person changing to accommodate the other in a relationship, but in that part of the song, it just reminded me of how, two people in a relationship were trying to be, the person that they felt the other person wanted, to the point where both people didn't want each other anymore. And both people had kind of lost their way so much that it just couldn't work out anymore. And then she says, when I was a child, every single thing could blow my mind, soaking it all up for fun, but now I only soak up wine. And I think it was really just her saying, alluding to the fact that oftentimes as we get older, we tend to lose that childlike curiosity, and I guess that innocence, I guess, that we have to the world, and the innocence, the way that we look at love, I feel like when we're a kid is so much different, and it really evolves as we get older. And so instead she's soaking up wine, because I feel like when you're a kid, you have this childlike fantasy of what, love is like. And when it ends up not being like that, you just end up, feeling just real down and just real disappointed. I remember, this is a side note, but I remember watching High School Musical. I think that came out back when I was in middle school, I think. And just being so foolish and thinking like, oh, that's what high school's like. And, I'm going to meet my Gabriella or whatever. And just being disappointed, like when you get to high school and you realize, oh, wait a second, that's actually not the case. It's people don't break into song at the end of every class and stuff like that. And there's no choreographed dancing going on. Our school doesn't win the state championship for basketball every year and all that stuff. So yeah, I thought that was, interesting, just how you can sometimes tend to lose that childlike curiosity and that innocence as you get older. And then she says, they say to play hard, you work hard, find balance in the sacrifice, yet I don't know anybody who's truly satisfied. And I felt that part of the song because I think especially nowadays with all the talk about burnout and overworking, I think it gets really easy to not want to work very hard because you're like, oh, I don't want to burn out. I don't want to risk pushing myself to that kind of extreme. And so then you end up falling on the other end of the stick where you look back on it and you're like, man, I feel like I'm actually not working very hard at all. And then, of course, like she said, you have people on the other end of the stick, people who literally just work almost 24/7. And then they don't have much of a family life or as much of a social life. And so I do feel that part where it's, so hard to try to find that balance where you feel like, okay, I'm truly working hard on, my job or my grind or whatever it is. But then I'm also still making, some time, for my family and, hobbies and things like that as well. And then she says, you better believe I'm trying to keep climbing. But the higher we climb, feels like we're both none the wiser. And so for that part, I thought she was saying how, you're essentially trying really hard to impress the other person and all of that, but it's still not going anywhere. And so what I was thinking about there, it almost reminded me of, I don't know if you guys probably watched SpongeBob, of course, growing up and stuff like that. But like how Plankton was always trying to get the secret Krabby Patty formula. And so when I heard that part of the song, I literally imagined the secret formula being the secret to make the other person happy, and it being trapped in this bottle that you think is at the top of the mountain. And so you're climbing Mount Everest or whatever, and like you're going and you're going and you're going, and you see the glass at the top the whole time. But it's snowing, or for whatever reason, you can't really see it, too well. And you finally get to the top of the mountain, and you finally get to the glass, and you find out it's empty, and there's not even a secret formula. And so it's like you went through all of these things, all these trials, all these tribulations to try to please the other person, and you get there and it's like there's nothing. And so I that's what I took from that line, and that was the, I guess, kind of analogy that I drew from that part in the song, is how they're both trying to climb this imaginary mountain with this secret formula that they think is going to be the key to pleasing the other person, and it's not there. And so I think that also builds on the previous part where she mentions, two people just essentially changing so much that they don't recognize each other anymore. And so yeah, that's why that song hit, for me, and that's why I really liked it. It's just the messaging in there, and just the imagery, I guess, I got from listening to that song for the first time. And so yeah, you guys, that does it, and if you guys enjoyed the video, please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel, and I'll talk to you guys in the next one.